How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we work together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build a positive mindset. My name is Henry, and in this episode, we're going to talk about how to create any energy you desire. If you want happiness, if you want joy, if you want abundance, if you want perspective, whatever it is that you want in your life, in this episode, we're going to break down how you achieve it so that you can expand and live your future in that frequency. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It can be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. Well, we're going to take another deep breath. This one is about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive perspective. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. So I believe that this is a truth. You could call it the law of attraction. You could call it the law of manifestation. Whatever it is, this is a truth. Whatever is in our mind, whatever we are perceiving the most, which is stuff that's in our mind, we will create. Because I have found that everything is existing at once. The life that you dream, the experience that you dream, the path that you want, is all available to you now. What we see currently, the opportunities, the options, the hurt, the pain, the struggle, is a reflection of the frequency within us. There's a saying that the world is not as it is as you are. And I used to have this image of just the world being something, that you go through, and then when we change ourselves, we see the world differently. But I'm realizing now is that everything is existing at once, and we have to tap in to the frequency that we want to be in. How you do that? You have to recognize who you truly are. You are an energetic being that is an observer and a creator. That's why the saying, what we focus on expands, is so important. So if you want to change your energy, you have to start focusing on a certain frequency. Well, how do you focus on a frequency? Words are representations of frequencies. So when you say, I am happy, that is the word version of a frequency of happiness. When you say words that hurt, then those are negative frequencies being represented by words. So we have to start creating in our mind what it is that we wish to experience. And I've been doing this a lot. I created a second podcast called Unlocking Your Abundance. It's about expanding my abundant energy. And I ran into something today when I was creating that episode that really proves the point. So every single day, I have been writing down I am statements and then an action behind it. So with abundance, I want to expand abundantly financially. So I write down, I'm a millionaire and I receive millions of dollars a year. So I have this thought process going over and over and over in my mind. I write it down on a piece of paper, I put it in my pocket, so I touch it, I think about it. It's always available to me. But you have to have physical action to align with that. And so one of the physical actions I have committed to is that second podcast, because I believe I grow most when I share that experience with others. It keeps me accountable. So I started that second podcast. But today I had to travel. Recording 2 podcasts in a day takes a lot of time. Normally I spend about 3 hours a night just to create this one. So if I'm going to do another one, I have to get up early to record and edit that one. But I had to leave early. I had about a 4-hour drive, so I couldn't get up any earlier than I absolutely needed to so I could make it on time. So I couldn't record my episode. I was thinking the thoughts. I was envisioning what it is I want to create with the financial abundance, what I want to do, how I want to expand. And then that action was missing. And I told the universe that I was going to do it. And so I pulled over on my drive. I pulled out my cell phone, I parked, and I recorded an episode on my phone. The sound quality isn't the best, but it was there. The message was powerful, and it was because I took the time to follow it with action. So if you want to create something, you have to think it and then put it into action over and over and over again. If you want love, you have to think about love. You have to say, I am love, and I love all things. I am love, and I give and receive love all day. I am love, and I'm receiving love light at every moment. Whatever the statement you need to do, you need to say it, and then you need to have action behind it. Because when you start doing that, it changes the perspective that you see the world. And it'll feel like nothing is happening. Then the opportunity shows up, and you might think to yourself, oh, this opportunity would have showed up anyway. No, the opportunity is there now. It's you that needs to adjust. The opportunity for me to have all the abundance I want, to have access to all the money that I want, to have access to all the materials, the supplies, everything that I want to make what it is I want to make is available now. It's me that needs to level up. It's me that has the opportunity to grow. And the same is true for you. Whatever it is that you want to experience, whether it's financial abundance, whether it's inner peace, whether it's traveling across the world, whatever it is, it has to go in your mind as a frequency over and over and over to where it's as consistent as breathing, to where you don't have to force yourself to think about it anymore because every few moments in the back of your mind, your I am statement is playing. The action behind it is playing. And then you're showing the world by acting in a way that aligns with what it is that you want to create. Meaning if you're saying, I am love, and I give and receive love all day, you better have some actions that you do every single day that align with it. Our habits and our actions help create what it is that we want to receive. If you only think it, it's a dream. And if you take action that is not in alignment with what you're thinking, you are telling the universe to keep it a dream. Why do you think you've had these visions, you've had these goals for so long, and they don't manifest? No matter what you try to work harder, you try to think more positive, you try to read the book, you try to work with a therapist, but it doesn't work. It's because you have to commit to the thoughts over and over and over so the frequency gets powerful within you, and then you have to have the actions every single day that align with it. That's a form of gratitude when you act in alignment with the thoughts. Everything you have at this moment is a reflection of your thoughts and actions. If you want to change it, then you have to change your thoughts and actions. The more consistent you stay to those thoughts and actions, the more the opportunities start to present themselves. The more the energy starts to come to you. It's not about the physical results, it's about the internal frequency within. You will create that. You will receive that once you align those two things. So let's set power in our intentions. Let's put together words that align with the frequency that we want in our mind and say them over and over so that we can become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you some positive motivation and hopefully some focus on what you can do to change your frequency. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group down below. I appreciate everybody that has joined there. And if you want to tap into your financial abundance, please check out my new podcast, Unlock Your Abundance. I have created about 4 episodes now, and it is rolling right along. In fact, the one that you go to listen to now is the one that I recorded in the car. So the audio isn't perfect, but the message is true, and hopefully it resonates with you so that you can start unlocking the abundance within you and create the life that you dream. So if you want to check that out, there's a link down below. You can listen to it on Anchor, Spotify, or iTunes. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.